The WNBA All-Star game was over the weekend. The top highlight is the shirts the players were wearing. 8772 Radio U. That doesn't feel like a necessarily great sign that nobody knows what happened in the actual game. But what we do know is that all of the players came out before the game in shirts that say, "Pay us what you owe us." They were all, like, every player they got in on this, even Caitlin Clark, of course, everybody, what about Caitlin Clark? She also was wearing this even though she didn't play in the game. She was a coach because of her injuries. And so, but they got everybody on board trying to get more money.
Okay, first of all, I have some thoughts on this. What exactly do you mean, what you owe us? I mean, I know you don't mean it, but like, what is the thought process behind that? Is what I'm trying to understand.
I'm sure that they aren't asking for less money. So
well,
they want a raise.
They want more. They want more money. I get that. And the WNBA definitely growing in popularity. But as far as I have seen, they have never been profitable as a league.
Right.
So, which that's not shocking. A lot of sports franchises struggle to be, profitable at the beginning. So, but the NBA has thrown a lot of money into the WNBA to help fund it because of the lack of, fan attendance and all of that stuff. And I think that's going to get better and better and better. But pay us what you owe us. I just don't know if they can say that yet. You know what I mean? I
think now's the perfect time to say it.
Really?
They have all the leverage. In defense of WNBA players, one, if you're an employee of a company and like the amount of money the company is making, it doesn't mean that you can't be paid more. If a company's losing money, that doesn't mean that all employees should also be losing money.
No, but does it mean that the company should sink itself further into the red by then increasing the pay that they give to their employees?
If I'm an employee and I'm not getting paid enough, not my problem.
Well, then I would switch jobs.
Yeah, well, they have leverage now. The WNBA finally gaining in popularity.
Do they have leverage?
What would really sink their popularity if they stop playing games? And there's already like other women's basketball leagues now. And so, the players, I'm not going to complain about anybody ever asking for a raise. And that's what they're doing. Yes, they're all riding off of Caitlin Clark's coattails. And which is, a bit funny because the players have not, a lot of them have not treated Caitlin Clark very well, but now they're like, pay us more because Caitlin Clark's earning us more money. We think she's earning us more money.
Yeah.
It's a tough look to do it in public like this to me because everybody is saying the same thing. Your league has never made money, but that's not the players' problem that the league isn't run in a profitable way. It might mean that like there's too many teams, too many players, whatever. But and
now they're going to increase the amount of teams, which might be why Sophie Cunningham is so upset.
Yeah, but also how much do you think a WNBA player should be paid?
I don't know, because I honestly, for most sports, when I look at salaries, I'm like, that's crazy. For most sports,
when you would hear the WNBA salaries, you would be like, that's crazy. In a sad way.
Yeah, in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Right. I know we've talked about this before with Caitlin Clark's salary.
Listening to the show right now that are making more money than many WNBA players.
Yeah, and that is true. It is a reality that unfortunately they're not getting paid a lot comparatively to other professional sports. But I don't know what the fix is for this, because try and convince the NBA owners to suddenly fork in more money. I don't know if they're going to be behind that, But I think that's the only way that they can do it.
The alternative is they don't, start paying the players more. The players go on strike, and then you lose any chance of making this ever profitable. Goes away because you don't have a product anymore.
I think the NBA owners would honestly be okay with striking this off their budget. They'd be like, okay.
If they did, why have they kept it afloat this whole time?
No, I'm saying, like, if suddenly they didn't have to pay millions of dollars to something that they don't get a return on, I think they'd be okay with that.
Then why have they kept this around this whole time?
They're trying to get it profitable, but it's not there yet.